It was named after 16th century English explorer, privateer, and slave trader. I just popped that in there. Sir Francis Drake in 1578. Even though he never even sailed through the passage that was named after him. On December 25th, 2019, 6 explorers rowed across the passage. This current meets no landmass, which means nothing's in its way to slow it down, much like me when I'm in a mood. There is a monument at the tip of Cape Horn in memoriam of the it says 10,000 sailors that are believed to have died, but it could be much more. May 4th, 1823. No food for 71 days. I am the only one left alive.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coast Files, your podcast for ocean mysteries and true crime. I'm Chantal.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm alone. Lindsay's left us.
I know.
I keep thinking it was like 1 week ago today. I was in their arms.
It feels like a fever dream.
I know. It
really
so fast.
does. It was way too fast. Like the whole thing seems surreal. Like even on the way to the airport, I was just so excited. Thank you, United Airlines, for not delaying me and actually getting me there early.
Perfect.
Was that them last time where it was like a 12-hour delay?
No, that was
Porter.
Porter. Yeah.
Porter.
Ruined part of my girls trip, Porter.
Do you guys remember that song, United Breaks Guitars? And our friend from high school, Karen, was in it?
No.
She was in it? I didn't know that.
She was in the... I thought for sure, Lizzie, you told me this.
Maybe I'm just forgetting. Like I forget a lot of things now.
Okay, well,
I blame it on.
I will drop that in, or I'll give it to you to drop in the show notes. So it's called United Breaks Guitars. And,
I remember that part.
And it came out like, I don't know, 20 years ago. It came out forever ago. And it was about a singer-songwriter who literally had his guitar broken by United. And he's not from Halifax, so I don't know how this, maybe he is. But one of the girls we went to high school with is in the video. She plays one of the flight attendants. So
yeah,
watch that
she's
after.
Gorgeous, so I see why she would.
And she has a lot of like attitude in it, so it really fits.
That would make sense.
And her name is Karen, so it also fits now in this climate.
In real life, she is not a Karen.
No, not at all.
Like she's like the
Neither
most.
is my Aunt Karen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know her, so I don't know, but I assume.
She's not.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Only when appropriate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only when actually needed.
We all have to unleash our inner Karen sometimes.
Only when you said you want the steak well done and it came. No, not well done. God damn it.
Excuse me.
You said you wanted it medium and it came well done.
If it comes well done, I am throwing a fit.
Well, that's why I got so upset. Okay. Anyway, we're not talking about steak, but I keep thinking about the steak that we had at that restaurant because it was so good.
It was amazing.
Oh, when you were just
the French restaurant.
I forget what you had, Chantel. Lindsay had the duck.
I
had the beef.
Oh yeah, you the duck.
Yes,
I knew something.
That was an amazing dinner. I am still not looking forward to editing that. I think I'm like putting off in my brain editing that episode. But
yes.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Whatever you put together is fine. Frankenstein.
Yeah,
that's what it has to be.
Whatever. If you guys watched the video last week, it is the most Frankenstein video you've ever seen. And if you listen to the audio, it's probably not our crispest and our cleanest. But like, hey, we did it.
And I think the video will be better because when you see the context of us sitting down and why it's all fucked up. Audio, like you don't have any reason to think why is everything all choppy. It's because anyway, the technical difficulties.
Things happened.
Power.
It was so fun. We
had fun.
Worth it.
And I got really drunk and really Nova Scotian by the end of it. So
and then we had a dance party.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Jan Arden's Insensitive has been stuck in my head for like 4 days straight.
Insensitive.
And I probably should have known by the time you drove me home. So I went on Wikipedia. She wrote that about a relationship she had with a chef from Calgary. So that makes sense.
I get it. Chefs, don't do it.
Totally
don't date a chef.
No.
Never date a chef.
Chantal can attest. Bad idea.
Had a couple of those.
Right.
Never
like
date a chef.
It was more like
I know it sounds like it's a good idea, but it's not.
I think it was guys. It was more the like sociopathic elements, not the chef elements that made.
I mean,
bad.
for the last one, the one before that was just
the one before
young and stupid. That's fine. That happens.
Yeah,
but
I forgot. You have to stop dating chefs. But
I have.
I have.
Okay, as soon as he mentions a cooking class, you have to like call on reinforcements. Be like, no.
Right.
Fair.
none of this has anything to do, but we're only at 6 minutes. That's not too bad. So
We're not bad.
do you recall what I'm going to talk about today?
I do.
Mm.
Now that I saw
The
a
first photo.
specific word.
So
that
we have
is
mentioned
the
this
topic.
area a couple times, and Chantel, you covered this zone and
Okay.
some of the things I'm sure we're going to overlap on. But I have been obsessed with this area for a long time because it just seemed very elusive and very isolated. It's on the other side of the world. I'm going to be talking about
Terrifying.
the Drake Passage.
Not. Does this come out in October?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
so
I
this
think-
is the beginning of our Halloween month.
And
Yes.
maybe there's a
Oh my God.
little tiny spooky element.
Spooky. Well, I mean, Drake's Passage
I
is
mean,
fucking spooky. So
Being there would be terrifying, so
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
it counts.
It's scary in general, but this is actually there's like some maybe a little ghosty element. Anyway, I'll save it for later.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
there you go.
So, photo 1 is just essentially what everyone on any boat crossing the Drake Passage will see. So,
Mhm.
enjoy
It's
that.
beautiful.
It's
So you
horrifying.
shouldn't
It's
reenact
ominously beautiful.
Titanic in the Drake Passage.
The
is what you're
Titanic
telling me.
could never. Like if an iceberg took it out, like this is not good. So that's the first photo. Second photo is the map. So feel free to look at that whenever you're ready. The Drake Passage, for those that don't know, is a body of water between the Cape Horn at the southernmost tip of Chile, or Chile, as they say, in South America, and the South Shetland Islands of Antarctica. So again, this may sound familiar if you remember Chantel's episode. I think I mentioned it was episode 50 something. I'll get there in a second. Cape Horn is part of an archipelago called Tierra del Fuego, Land of Fire.
Ooh.
I thought that sounded so cool. And again, it reminds me of Joshua Ford from Spanish class because everything
Yeah.
was El Hora de
De
Fuego,
Fuego.
which means the hour of the fire.
Oh.
In this area, there's also the Scotia Sea. Girls trip.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
maybe not. Maybe we
And
don't.
maybe.
Maybe we'll leave at the end of the list.
I think maybe
Yeah.
this story will just cover enough and we're like, oh, we've been there, saw that.
Yeah.
We'll go there when we're like 85, like ready.
And
you
we're
know?
ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we want to go.
It
This
is
our final passage.
800 kilometers across, or 500 miles. And I had it highlighted to mention the shacks, and weirdly enough, I didn't. But shack does come up, so don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
Has
Come
he
to our
been to
shack.
the Drake package?
Measurement.
Passage?
Has he?
I want that Drake package.
We haven't had any alcohol yet, as
Oh,
far as I know.
fun.
I think
I know.
Lindsay's had a sip, but
I've actually
couldn't
had
find
half my
any.
drink, but
I got some old cooking wine.
we drank
over there. I
all
could try.
your alcohol. Chantal.
Oh,
We
I
did.
I
We
found
did.
a half-empty can of Paloma in the fridge, and it
Oh,
just
that was me. I opened that and I left it in there. The other half.
and I poured it
so
out crying because I
sad.
was like, this is old now. But I thought about you guys.
No, next time I'm not letting you guys.
I don't
drink
want
those
botulism.
THC drinks because it got you guys way too sleepy.
No,
the problem was
shitty
is that we were
movies.
hungover and the
Ugh.
shitty movies got us too sleepy. If there
That's
had
fair.
been, as I said, next trip longer, and we don't
Wait.
get wasted the first night. We
Well,
get
no,
wasted the
I
second night.
can't promise that. But remember the one we found called the ambulance, where every famous person we've
Oh.
ever seen was in it.
Yeah, but that was after Lindsay left.
I
That's
know.
why I left. So that's not part of the girls' trip.
I'm just saying, but we had said that was the one that we should have watched first,
Yes.
had we? Because
Yeah.
it was
now we
bonkers.
know.
And then
I
I also
actually
found like a
wasn't
list.
hungover.
Oh yeah, that
I don't know how. I think
you
I was
did it
just on a
wrong.
high of not being around children for a weekend.
Yeah, that's fair.
That my
That's
body's
fair.
like,
This is why we
Push
need
through.
that third night. Because the first night
Yes.
is like I don't regret anything. It was amazing. But then the
Yeah.
second day is like the chill. We go see the movie. We go to bed early, and then the
Yeah.
next night is like one more hurrah, and then you're hungover going on the
Yes.
flight home, which is none of our
Right.
business.
yeah, which is in the afternoon. But
Okay, so like classic us, I am one paragraph
One-
in,
yeah,
and
of
the
course, of
paragraph
course.
is only 2 sentences. Okay.
Okay.
While it was first
Was there
reversed,
any punctuation?
there's literally 2 periods. So one at the
Okay.
first sentence and one at the last. As you know, I love a run-on paragraph. So you'll tell by my inflection where you should stop and then start, but there's no
But if you were
punctuation.
reading
There
her
you go.
notes,
Oh,
you would
it's a
have no
nightmare.
idea what you're doing.
Things are highlighted. I don't even know why anymore. While it was first traversed by Francisco de Hoses in 1525, it was named after 16th century English explorer, privateer, and slave trader. I just popped that in there. Sir Francis Drake in 1578. Even though he never even sailed through the passage that was named after him.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. So the people who did sail through first were like, what the hell? What a
Well,
slight against me.
while the map's based in Spain, which is where
Mhm.
Francisco is from, they call it Mar de Horses, and Mar means ocean, so the Sea of Horses, or
Mhm.
Hoses. I want to say horses, but it's not. It has a C.
Mhm.
The rest of the world calls it the Drake Passage. But
Yep.
don't feel too bad for Francisco, because his ship and his crew actually disappeared in the area, and they think he went through, but
Ooh.
they actually never
They
found him.
can't confirm or deny.
Just imagine, like,
In
you.
spirit.
Yeah, I imagine that he's like, every time someone calls it the Drake Passage, he like rolls over in his watery grave.
Grave, yeah.
Did
Oh,
your cat just cough so loudly?
Sorry, she's trying to eat dust. Give me. He's like, come here.
My cat does that too.
Come here. Give it. Give it. Give
my
it.
cat used to always, when she'd have hairballs and stuff, we'd have
Give
like,
it.
just carpet in the bedroom or something.
Okay,
And she'd
get up
always
on the
go
bed
like
where I
just
can watch you.
slightly over the edge onto the carpet. I'm like, you couldn't
Stay.
do the opposite.
There's hardwood floor all around you,
Right.
and
you
yet
could have, yeah.
Samus
You
will wait
had a
until I
choice.
make the bed. And it's brand new, clean sheets, and then
'Cause
she's
it's
like,
like-
"I'm gonna vomit all over these."
because it's so crisp.
Yeah.
Like you can bounce
That's
a
what you
quarter.
made it for, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
she's
"Oh,
like,
okay,
this
cool.
is
I
the
get to change it again."
perfect canvas
Yeah.
on which to paint.
Sorry, I just turned around. She's just staring at me, and there's like one of my hairs sticking out of her mouth and like a dust ball on her face. So
I just
I'm
love
like,
you so
I'm-
much, Mom.
Yes. I'm just going to eat you.
I'm gonna pull this out of your poop later. Great.
That could be bonus content for coffee, which I will do this weekend. I promise. Don't kill me. Okay.
Someone wants
Okay,
that, I'm
sure, I
sure.
believe you.
In 1616, Dutch navigator Wilhelm Schouten successfully sailed around Cape Horn through the passage. And about 300 years later, on December 25th, 2019, 6 explorers rowed across the passage. That's 800
Ooh.
kilometers rowed. That is picture 2.
Like
It-
a rowboat.
Well, it's a bit more than that,
Oh
but
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Oh.
So this is
This doesn't
terrifying.
even really look like a boat. It looks like a piece of a boat.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than a canoe, but it is scary.
But
Um,
looks like water can just go right in there.
And I think I cover it.
Yeah.
But it takes 2 days to cross in a big ship, like in a big
Okay.
ship. I can't think of a
Like
word.
Tell me
like
again why they did
passenger.
this.
Yeah.
Not a passenger, a cargo ship, like that.
Well,
type of thing.
like they have like scientists on these big boats, and they do have like cruises and stuff. So imagine like a
Mhm.
big, like I'm doing serious
Mhm.
exploring, and these guys are in, which looks like 2 like go-karts kind of
Yeah,
strapped
it's-
together,
It looks like
Right. It
unsafe.
looks like
That's what it
yeah.
looks like.
and they lived and they're fine.
Do you know what it kind of looks like? It looks like if the not the Millennium Falcon.
I was gonna say just a spaceship.
DeLorean,
No,
But they
DeLorean.
took-
Thank you. Without the doors in the ceiling, that's
And-
what it looks
yeah,
like.
without
which is-
half of it.
which is like, why are you doing this? Okay, so
How do they
horrifying.
use the bathroom on here?
Well, see the little like
You wet
cubbies in the
yourself.
front and the back.
Yeah.
I imagine that there's spots in there.
but
See,
there's a lot of waves
Sorry.
too. Like you'd have to be so careful.
I hate
How
it.
long did you take? Did you say it takes?
If
in
you're
this?
on a big ass normal
No, but
ship,
in
it's 2
this.
days. Stay tuned.
Probably
We
like
will
a
Okay.
do. It took this
I will
long.
Google that later. Whoa, that's insane!
Right?
How
Oh,
cool!
wow.
I just like
wow.
shocked.
Yeah.
Everyone's unsubscribing to this right now.
We've lost all our Ko-fi money.
Oh
Coffee.
God!
No.
Somehow
Whatever it
we owe everyone else
To buy our
money.
own coffee. We
So-
owe everyone a coffee after
Yeah.
this. Just
If
kidding, we
Trevor
don't.
wants to come back, I'll buy him a coffee. So
Trevor, come back.
this area is the most narrow passage around Antarctica, and it's extremely important to the climate of our planet. Removal of carbon from our atmosphere, the sea levels, and circulation of ocean water. Like, it does a lot. It allows the Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans to be connected through the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, or the ACC. It is deep, very, very deep. It's about 3,400
Canada
meters. Shut up. Actually, the ACC with Drake, that does
Yeah.
kind of. I'll
I
check
know,
it
right?
out.
All
So-
makes sense.
3,400, right? 3,400 meters, or 11,000
3,400,
feet,
yeah.
or 1,574 shacks.
Thank
Okay,
you. Now
there
I
we
get it.
go.
That's I
Fantastic.
mean, that's a lot of shacks, but it doesn't even seem like that much.
No, it doesn't.
No.
But still, I mean, a freaking ton. Remember back in the day when like bananas were always used for scale?
Yes.
We should do that again.
Okay, but
But
the
we're all
problem is
using
like sometimes
shacks.
you can have a really big banana and sometimes you can have a really little banana.
And are you going from
Yeah,
tip to
bananas
tip,
are
or are you going
not
from like
consistent.
the straight line? No, they're not
Is this
consistent.
a skinned banana or a skin on banana?
A skinned banana?
I make my kids banana pancakes a lot, and it's
Mhm.
almost never the same pancake because I rely on the banana, and it's always different size, so you get slightly
All that
different
matters is that it tastes good,
texture.
right? Its
Yeah,
size doesn't
it
really
does.
matter.
No, but it is helpful when it's whatever size that works out for the perfect
Especially
pancake.
if it's curved. I tend to like those ones more than the ones that are really straight. Anyway,
It depends on
Okay.
the curve.
always. I mean, sometimes they're so curved. I'm like, call a doctor. Okay.
It's like a
and
boomerang.
my next line is some areas are even deeper.
Ooh.
It's home to billion. I have to move on. It's home to billions of krill, large numbers of dolphins, orcas, blue whales, and penguins.
Oh,
We love all these guys.
Penguin.
yes.
And also I didn't mention it, but the albatross, which is like the coolest, most
It's
giantest
the
bird.
biggest
On the
bird, isn't
fucking
it?
You know how I know that?
What?
From Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
Oh.
and the golden egg. Although they call it a golden
know.
eagle. No, the albatross is
Yes.
the plane, right? Like the guy that has the tin can.
right.
He's the plane.
Yeah, he's the albatross. Yeah, there's an albatross in it.
Yeah,
though.
but sorry, the golden eagle is the one where the guy's trying to
Is
steal.
the bird.
Anyway,
I know that I loved that movie when I was a kid.
It's a
I don't
great
remember
movie.
I don't remember a bit of it.
Do you
at all.
remember-
Like,
I
I can
remember
picture
the
all the things that you're
whole
saying, but
movie.
I can't remember
Joanna,
the movie.
Joanna the lizard, who's gonna get eggs, and he's so
Oh
mean.
yes.
He's so mean to
Oh, yes.
Joanna. Anyway,
Yeah. Joanna
guys,
just needs to eat.
It's a great
that's all.
movie.
I
Not
also
her
love
fault.
eggs. Okay, well, where the hell am I? Oh, here we go. You know what I just realized?
What?
I talk a lot about Antarctica. Did I even mention your episode title? Because I want to talk about orcas, and I'm like, in episode 56, you did a whole one on Antarctica, and I
I
don't even
did.
think I mentioned. So
Yes,
Chantel
and
covered
orcas.
both
One point.
ends of what I'm talking about. We'll drop that one in here too, right? You don't mind any of that, Chantel, right?
Right there. Yep.
This is your Antarctica
Cool.
episode.
There it is.
Okay. In fact, you may recall Chantel covered orcas in episode 56, and she touched on that while orca is a species, differences are found in groups all over the world based on where they live, and such is the case here. Orcas found in the Drake Passage look surprisingly different than any other orca found in the ocean. This is picture 3 and 4.
Oh, they have much
Yeah.
less white and more of a rounded
Smaller.
head.
Yeah.
And note the dorsal fin.
Yep. Yes.
Okay,
It's
so
very long.
I'm gonna get into it.
Very, very large, tall.
So I think
Yeah.
that you are thinking that is the Drake Passage whale, but it's actually reversed. So the one with the tiny little white swipe, these are the
Mhm.
special Drake Passage only
The
dolphins.
Okay.
Smaller
Heaven help me.
dorsal fin.
I just thought the other one was closer in. That's all, but it's not. They're two different ones that you're showing us.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Oh,
see
got
the
it.
little tiny white
Yeah,
swipe?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the Drake Passage. And the
That
other
makes
one I
sense.
think is like your kind of standard West Coast.
Typical.
Okay.
Okay.
So these orcas, especially the males, have a dorsal fin that is set a little further back, smaller than a standard orca, if there is a standard one.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it can be curved, even curved like a hook sometimes.
Okay.
Funny, because they said that normally the curve happens from warm waters.
So that's curved this way. This is curved this
Oh.
way. Imagine you're like, hey,
Yeah, okay.
that kind of curved.
Yeah.
Not like,
Megan was being a greaser and putting her
Oh.
hair back.
no.
That's how
you get it. The white eye patch is also more of a light paint swipe. It's much
Oh.
smaller and almost an afterthought compared to how pronounced the other
Like,
one
oh, right.
is.
Yeah.
We're an orca.
Oh, yeah. From my makeup. Okay. Out the
Yeah.
door. I'm busy.
Okay.
So the
Is
ones
this
in the
more
dr-
like when a football player puts like the little patch under their eyes?
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
So the ones that we're talking about in the Drake Passage, they're called Type D orcas, and this elusive Type D killer whale have only been identified by researchers in recent years. So they're like new to the scene.
Oh, cool.
These whales
Okay.
live and eat so differently than their other cousins that one marine mammal scientist, Josh McInnes, thinks that they could evolve into a whole new species one day. Not like
Oh, very
not like
cool.
tomorrow,
Interesting.
but
Yeah.
maybe the day after that.
We'll give them time.
While on a 3-week expedition, McInnes said the crew managed to see 4 of the 5 ecotypes of whales in the southern hemisphere: Type A, B1, B2, and D. And I had never heard of these types, so I'm going to explain it a little bit because we like science around here.
Bananas and pajamas. B1
God.
and B2.
I also watched that show.
Oh, that's a
So
good show.
this info is
It was.
from us.wales.org, which sounds fake, but it is actually a real website. So
Okay.
that is picture 5 for your reference.
Okay.
With all the types. Got it.
So type A, these large orcas are up to 31 feet or 9.5 meters long. They prefer open areas of the Southern Ocean and primarily hunt minke whales following their migration in and out of the Antarctica waters. So these are what we like kind of know. These are the ones that we're
Typical.
used to.
Yeah.
If you think about Free Willy, it's this.
Mhm.
And so type B is split up. So type B1 is large. They're also called pack ice orcas, and they forage for seals in the loose pack ice, which, like, I love seals, but that is so cool that whales can do this. And this part, I remember seeing this on one of the like Blue Planet shows or whatever, famous for their cooperative wave washing hunting technique. Do you know? Oh, I know that you would know.
Yeah, we talked about that in
Yeah,
the orcas too.
like,
yeah.
and I remember watching that for the first time, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want the seal to win, but like that is impressive.
No,
Right?
I always want the animal that's
Being
being
hunted.
attacked and to win in that moment,
I know,
even though I like the other animals too.
why can't everyone just get along? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because then they would all die from not eating.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Right.
Just go
Circle of
vegan.
life.
So if you're not familiar, they use their tails and bodies to create waves. I mean, Chantel covered all this. And essentially, when they do this, they create a giant wave which washes the seal right off its little ice pack, which is so mean, but I get it.
Have you ever seen those videos where the seals are like on the back of people's boats and they're just kind of like looking at the people
Yes.
like and then the people are like
save
the
me.
orca is gonna try
And that must be like kind of like the whole like you're in the woods, you want to bear a man.
Well, bear
So
every
the seal
time.
has to be like a human,
Like
or
how-
yeah.
humans might not be safe either.
That is the
Yeah,
only
but
time-
I'll try.
The only time they're ever going to pick us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pack ice orcas can appear brown or yellowish due to the diatoms, a form of algae on their skin. Again, listen to Chantal's episode. She goes into depth. This is just a little overview.
I don't think I
And,
talked about the algae on them, but I definitely talked about it on the belugas, which would make sense because they're in the colder waters.
and
Yeah.
same difference. So they are
Yeah.
supposed to be white, but because of how they're living, it just sticks on. And I just think it's kind of cute. Everyone looks a little bit different, and then you can tell like, oh, that's a type B because of they're yellow. So it's easy
now
to
we know if
tell.
we ever see a B1, we're like, we know you. I
And
mean, no one.
I
you're
don't
a
even need the
bumblebee.
internet.
Oh,
That's how you can remember.
They're all called bumblebees now. Type B2 is small. They're called Gerlache orcas. They're named after the Gerlache Strait of the Antarctic Peninsula where they're found. They're smaller, as in they're called type B2 small, so that's kind of easy. And same idea. They're kind of yellowish. They
And that's
hunt.
types. Oh, okay.
No, like they're
That's-
literally the same. They're just one smaller.
they're
they're
small.
smart. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
They don't know as much about their diet, but they have been seen feeding on penguins. And they like to cruise the penguin colonies. So safe to say they're
Poor little
probably
penguins.
snacking on penguins.
Yes.
Type C, which is the smallest, they're called the Ross Sea orca. I wonder why. They probably live in the Ross Sea. And they can be about 20 feet long, which is still pretty long, but much shorter
Yeah.
than their friends. And unlike the Antarctic orcas, they are gray and white, and they have a diatom coating that give them a yellowish hue. But see, I feel like they all kind of appear yellowish or brown, so they're not that different. Anyway,
Yeah,
They-
and like I remember some of their markings can also be kind of a lighter gray too as well, and their different shapes would like tell you whether they're males or females. So they probably have a lot of that.
and if
still.
you look at the photo, you can see too. They mentioned that the little white swipe is more of an angle, and it really is. Like it's almost completely tilted compared to the rest.
Little cat eye.
Mhm.
a little like 1950s swipe up. I like it. Where are we here? They like to eat toothfish, but they don't know for sure if it's just fish they eat or if it's penguins and or seals. I feel like, again, we know nothing about the ocean. It's crazy. Type D, they were only discovered in the 1950s. And the only reason why is because there was a massive amount of them off the coast of New Zealand. I just find that so
Oh, cool.
interesting.
That is
Now,
interesting.
They think that they may have actually seen these guys before, but they just thought that they were kind of like a mutated version of a standard orca. But now they feel
Okay.
like they are different enough that they are their own type. So we mentioned they have rounder heads. Chantel caught that right away. Rounder heads, shorter dorsal fins, smallest eye patch, and there's only been a handful of sightings. So they don't really
Well,
know. Go
It
ahead.
kind of looks more like a porpoise. which is also in their family. So that
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
kind of like because they have the rounder heads. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Although its dorsal fin
looks-
looks rather large in the picture.
I know.
But
Listen, he's the alpha.
He's
an
good at
exception.
angles.
Yeah, he knows his angles. Yeah, it looks more like a right whale, kind of. Like the head is more. It doesn't have that little orca head. Anyway, I just kind of thought that was neat that they're like, oh, there's very specific orcas that live down here.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about the Drake Passage itself. You may have heard the words treacherous, deadly, dangerous, rough, and volatile used to describe the Drake Passage. But why is that? Well, it's due to what I mentioned before, the Antarctic circumpolar current. I lost it
of course.
halfway. Circumpolar. See, I can say it.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Not an S at all.
Nope.
Yes.
Well,
If
circum
Chantal
sounds
can
like
say Papahana
Say it.
Papahana muku akea.
Thank you.
That's another great
And you
episode.
can say this word.
Circumpolar.
There
High
you
five.
go.
Freeze frame. Okay. Back to business. This current meets no landmass, which means nothing's in its way to slow it down, much like me when I'm in a mood. It causes the most powerful convergence of any seas, and the winds in this area are also responsible for creating waves up to 12 meters, 40 feet, or 5.5 shacks tall,
Okay. That's
which
a
is
pretty
like no
impressive-
bueno. So why would you
No.
row across this? I don't know. This was kind of cool, though. The winds in this area are called the Roaring 40s, the Furious 50s, and the Screaming 60s, each describing the incrementally stronger prevailing winds that occur at the 40th, 50th, and 60-degree latitude.
Damn.
Antarctica is at the
Okay.
60th degree latitude, just
Mhm.
for those that don't know.
I can't remember how strong what the actual number was, but I remember I was talking about the winds in
Strong.
Antarctica that were like crazy.
Bad.
I think it was like
Yeah.
110
What you said
kilometers an
didn't
hour or
even
something
seem
stupid
like-
like that. Like
Yeah, it didn't seem like it
was-
should
Yeah,
exist.
It didn't seem like it
on
should
Earth.
even exist on Earth. Yeah, like
Is
some
it because
other
there's
ice
no
planet.
trees to help slow them down?
It was essentially like it's this big open area and like
It's a
this
desert.
valley that's like death, and it's like okay, here we go. We just go really fast here. So if you're standing still,
Keep
no, you're
up.
not. Like-
And then all of a sudden, Teriyaki Boys, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift plays.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, that's going to go on a reel. That song is a part of my culture, man. Fast and Furious. I used to know the first
know.
chorus. No,
No,
sorry, not the chorus. The first verse, where it's
Mm.
like, many, many diamonds dangling. Something,
Oh.
something, you strangling. I used to know it. It's partly Japanese.
well,
I thought I was really
okay.
cool in university. Anywho, clearly I wasn't. Before the Panama Canal was opened in 1914, which is Lindsay's favorite year, I guess, because of all of the old stories that she covers, this was basically your only.
1912. That's fine.
Well, that's Titanic. This
Close
was
enough.
the only option for shipping cargo around the world. And also just people, like I mentioned, the slave trade. But even just if you
Mhm.
wanted to go to anywhere else, like if you were on a passenger vessel, like this was the only way to go. There were a few other spots, like the Strait of Magellan, which you may have heard of. Just
That rings a bell.
right. I think the word Magellan, because he was an explorer as well. And if you look at it on a map, it is a freaking nightmare. And I guess it's very narrow. It's really shallow, and it's just very, very difficult. So this was almost easier, even though it was horrifying. It was more of a straight shot. So it was
Mm.
like crazy, dangerous, but it was simpler in the fact that you just go around Cape
Right.
Horn and then here you are.
And
And
if you remember my Northwest Passage episode, that wasn't easy either. So here we go.
none of these passages are. So thank God for the Panama Canal. Didn't Trump try to buy that or sell that or
I think so.
something? Anyway, God, that guy's the fucking worst. There is a monument at the tip of Cape Horn in memoriam of the it says 10,000 sailors that are believed to have died, but it
Damn.
could be much more. So picture six.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to the sailors that I can't say picture six. This is the monument that is erected there.
So sorry, where is this that it's erected?
Yeah.
Right at the tip of Cape Horn. So what you're looking
Okay.
out at would
Okay.
be the Drake Passage. Now, there are records of up to 20,000 sailors and 800 ships that have been lost at sea in this area.
Wow.
Damn.
So scary. This is a short list of some incidents. I found a list that had essentially like Antarctica in general, but I'm just going to focus on
Mhm.
the Drake Passage specifically. I'm hanging on by a thread.
It's been a long day.
Oh, it's
Very
Friday,
long.
so long day, long week, and it was a full
Mhm.
like 5-day week. Like,
Yeah.
And we're sad this week because we were not with each other
oh, I
after
was
Sunday.
sad
Yeah.
every day, every day.
I know.
It was just like the down after the
Ugh.
high of the ecstasy.
Right.
God,
Yes.
I just can't believe
All
how
my serotonin
fast
was gone.
I felt
know.
depleted. Like when you were leaving for the airport, like you had just arrived.
Yeah, I
I
blinked.
know. It was literally, I felt like, well, I got the thing to check in. I was like, I've just got here. So definitely not
Ugh.
staying that short next time. But
No,
I also
That's
got there
okay.
crazy early.
It was still great.
It was also just it was a quick impromptu. We're doing this,
Right.
It,
So
it
this
was
makes sense.
it was
We
fairly
weren't even
impromptu.
planning to do
Yeah.
it. And then Eric's
God,
like,
I
you want to go
was-
to Toronto?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, take
Like,
a bot.
husband of the year. Oh my God. Hey, do you
Yeah.
want us like
Yes.
go
And
catch us your
your-
friends? Oh,
And yours were great too while I was there. So they
Okay.
all came together.
yes. Both of our
Mhm.
partners like cleaned the house because we're busy doing
Yes.
fun stuff. So
Yeah.
can you
Yes.
just take
Thank
care of
you,
that?
husbands.
I have to work until my friend comes. Can you clean the house for me? Thanks. Yeah, then we're gonna trash it. By the way,
Yeah.
we were
So-
okay. We were okay. We
I
were
think
okay.
we're all
did-
right.
We did some dishes the next day.
No, listen, Chantel's getting a
Yes.
shower and you and me cleaned up the living room. I wiped
no,
down all
right.
the
It's
counters.
It's true. We left it
Mhm.
how we found it. I won't lie.
I mean, also
Yeah.
just like Vadim did great, but like women are just cleaner. So I like moved some things around and I cleaned. So I did a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good
yeah.
job.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's obviously.
Oh my God, that French toast you made.
That was
Sorry.
very good.
Oh,
Maybe
sorry, listeners.
maybe I'm just trying to make it more time because this episode's really short. I don't know. No, that
I
can't
don't
be
know.
the reason.
Whatever.
You know what? After like last week,
You know, after
you're gonna love
right.
it. You're
Yeah,
like,
we need to
"Oh,
give
this fell off."
Chantel an easy video.
Please,
Everything needs to
please.
work.
And I think
Yeah.
there's only like 6 photos, so and like 3 of them are whales. So this is
Yeah, I'm
nothing.
fine. This is
I'm
fine.
So here's a short list of incidents that I want to kind of just touch on. So in 1819, a Spanish ship called the San Telmo was wrecked crossing the Drake Passage, and 644 souls were lost. That was
Damn.
It's a
insane.
lot.
That's a ton of
Yes.
people. In 2019, a Chilean Air Force C-130 military plane was lost en route to King George Island, and 38 people were lost at sea.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's also sad. I never even thought about
I wasn't
military
expecting a
planes.
plane to have that many
Me
people.
neither. But if you think about how big some of these military planes are, like they're all scooped out on
Mhm.
the inside. So maybe everyone's just like strapped in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was surprised that military plane went down. But I guess, like I said, bad weather and sometimes it's
Yeah.
just that's what happens. This one is actually really crazy and I haven't had nightmares yet. So I'm sorry that if you do. And it's also ironic because it's about a company that I'll tell you the funny joke after. But in 2022, the Viking cruise ship line, the ship itself called Polaris, which I love that name, was crossing the Drake Passage in late November when it was hit by a breaking rogue wave. Finally, a real rogue wave is documented.
Damn. Yeah.
Wow.
This wave broke the windows in 7 staterooms. 8
my
people
God.
were seriously injured, and a 62-year-old American woman was killed.
Damn.
The water came into the room.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Like one wave.
And it was,
crazy.
I mean, it's one of those ones, like, I think, Chantel, you showed how rogue waves happen, and it's given, like, tsunami energy, where one's coming
think
and
Lindsay
one
did that.
bumps and pumps it up. And
Oh yeah,
so,
Bermuda Triangle. I did it.
Yeah.
Lindsay,
But
I knew,
Chantel, you
I knew
talked
one
about
of you guys
I
did
think
it.
Chantel, you've talked about it too.
I think we've all because Megan talked about it because of
Oh.
your Disney one where
And
they
then
were
I
like Rogue
also-
Wave. Rogue Wave
Oh.
definitely
Yeah.
took this girl off of the
And
ship.
then the
Right.
Mary Celeste, that was a thing, that a rogue wave may have come.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
boat was dry and the boat hadn't sunk. Anywho. Okay, so this one is a little more my speed. 1823. This is a little more mysterious. An
Okay.
English schooner called Jenny.
Oh,
Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny. Jenny was traversing through the Drake Passage. It's not funny, stop laughing. When it disappeared. Nearly 20 years later, in 1840, a whaling ship would come across a very eerie sight. It was the Jenny, with everyone on board frozen solid and preserved by the
Oh my
harsh
God.
Antarctic
That's
I can't say
so
Antarctic temperatures.
Creepy.
Antarctic.
Oh my god.
That is.
The
That's
log
actually terrifying.
just gets even creepier. The logbook on the Jenny read as follows. Is your
I-
cat okay?
Listen, It'll be blocked out in the noise canceling. It's fine.
But
She
like
just really wants my
she's
attention. That's all.
staring
She's
at
hearing
me.
me talking and she wants
it's
my
not to her.
attention.
Talk
yeah,
to
exactly.
me.
Exactly.
Okay. I can't do a captain voice. So how do I? No. Okay. I'm not gonna do a voice.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Stop it. Don't do
We'll
that.
see what
Okay.
happens.
Okay. May 4th. Wait. 1923. It's 18, Megan.
Captain's log stardate.
It's been 100 years. Okay.
Megan, you need to get your star dates correct if you want to be a captain.
They're missing for 20 years and then another 80. Okay. So May 4th, 1823. I blame your cat.
She has like the biggest stare eyes right now.
We're gonna have to just cut
I
and restart
know.
because like I can't fucking it's not even the cat's fault. Like we know it's all me.
Look at her.
Smooshy,
So
smooshy.
cute.
Do you
Well,
remember your
hold
auntie?
She just wants
her.
to say hi.
Hold her while I
Aw.
finish. God, she's
Okay.
so cute. Okay.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna start for real. May 4th, 1823. No food for 71 days. I am the only one left alive.
Oh
This
my-
was written by the captain, and they knew this for certain, for he was sitting in his chair, holding the pen, at the desk, completely frozen.
Oh my
oh my
god.
God.
What a sight.
That's wow. That
When
is
the
chilling,
whaling-
no pun intended.
Oh.
That get out. I'm sorry. I didn't realize as I was saying it.
Like, that's
That's
insane.
actually terrifying. I when I was a kid, I saw something. I don't know if it's a movie or what it was, but I saw
Ghost
someone
ship?
like frozen to death. No. And
Was it the end of The
gave me
Shining?
nightmares for. I don't think so.
Wait,
I think it was a doc. I don't know what it was. I was
it-
too young,
okay.
but I just
It
remember seeing
definitely-
it, and it haunted me
Hold
for
on
a really
second.
long time, and I would occasionally have a nightmare about it. So just pull up and see all these people frozen to death. I can't imagine like
Well, it's gonna get
Yeah.
worse.
that's trauma.
Is it verified? Like this is true, or is this like tale as old as time that's been passed down and maybe embellished?
Let me just continue.
Okay.
Yeah,
When
we
the
don't
whaling,
have photos from that, do we?
there was actually an oil painter on the ship who painted the scene, as you know.
Beautiful.
When the
Oh.
whaling ship named Hope came upon this ghost ship, they
Oh,
believed her to be
that's
manned
nice.
because they saw 7 people manning the decks. And these would also turn out to be poor souls who had died at their posts and were frozen. Some accounts.
I just don't understand the flash freezing.
This is totally
like
real,
is this the
Chantel.
ice age? Was this a second ice age that came through, but only at this boat?
No, they were
I
just
can
really
understand people
dedicated.
frozen. I think the only part that is a little harder is to believe is like frozen in like they're doing stuff.
I
when
know,
they're
like,
frozen.
was it like,
he's at the
oh,
desk writing? Like
okay.
you think if I knew I was gonna, I'd probably just.
I
get
would be like this.
comfortable And, I mean,
well,
I go.
what I'm
I know.
picturing is that it was like minus 40 and a
Mhm.
big wave came and froze everybody in place. Because
There
it
was
was so
actually-
cold that it instantly froze them.
There was a game of doubles tennis, and they were frozen in air.
Yeah,
as was the tennis ball.
and as well.
And then there was a dog catching a frisbee in midair.
Yeah,
And it was just the
exactly.
craziest thing.
It was like
Hmm.
somebody hit pause and
Yeah.
threw ice on them.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
exactly. So if
Okay.
you're picturing that,
Okay.
that's what happened. Some accounts also include that the wife and the daughter of the captain were also found aboard. So the potential death toll could be anywhere between 7 to 10 or 11. And this story was first published in 1841 in an Austrian newspaper. And much like the other ghost ship that I covered, the Orang Medan, it's difficult to know if this is fact. The original story was
Mhm.
printed verbatim in 7 other newspapers once it was published, and there is no irrefutable proof or evidence that this really
It's
happened.
really weird that it was all almost what 20 years late, 18 years later that they published it. For
It's
the
almost
first
like
time.
it's completely fiction, but it is
Mhm.
listed because
Yeah,
they just
it could
don't know.
be- Yeah, it might be something too where something like that similar happened. The day of a telephone.
I mean, it's not how
Well,
all
that's
the
what I
best
was
stories.
thinking. Yeah.
yeah.
And I remember when I was covering the Mary Celeste, which is, a very old ship, and the records that people can find, like the handwritten records that still exist. So, I mean, very likely this is not true. Or like Lindsay said, maybe it's like pieces of a story that come together. So that's my kind of baby episode on the Drake Passage. I really could
Okay.
have gone super sciencey, like, but that seemed more Chantel because my little brain was like, I don't even know what the fuck is that. If you're talking about like the psychology of a murderer, oh yeah. You want me to tell you about like a family annihilators? I can do that. But when I was talking about the
Oh yeah.
ACC and the circumpolar, oh my God.
No,
I'm
the
like,
science lady
Chantel,
for
help me.
Chantal.
I
Every time
I
I
want
have
to
to
know
do
what's
like
happening
any
underneath.
element of science, I'm like, oh, this is so much work. There's so many numbers.
There's
Oh
so
my
much
God.
Latin and Greek.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
I do have a question, Megan.
Go ahead.
Um, do you know of if any shipwrecks have been found in the Drake Passage? I imagine it's pretty hard to find them there because
So
like the
it is incredibly deep. So in the actual passage, it's not something. What's that loud sound?
I don't know, a truck or something. Just go for it.
Okay. Sounds like a jet engine. So it's so deep and the water is so fast and so moving. There's
Mhm.
nothing there that you would ever be able to see. But I did find tons and tons of lists of shipwrecks that are closer to the shore of Antarctica. And there's
Mhm.
one, I can't recall the name, but I'll we can like link it somewhere else. And it's still like half kind of out and it's all
Okay.
someone's leave me alone. And it's kind of half up and it's all rusted. And you can go visit it like on those like zodiacs. There's also like a scientific vessel. Like if you see the ship, okay, remember the
Mhm.
ship that was going to pick up the Ocean Gate debris, that like
Yeah.
big like
Mhm.
so like a Coast Guard type ship. So
Mhm.
there was one like that that was listing, which I we hate that word listing, and
Mhm.
it
Yeah,
was it
it's
was
not good.
it was like literally almost sideways. There's tons of photos of it, and then it eventually sank, which I just think is so unnerving. So there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
tons and tons around the coast of Antarctica, but in this spot, it's like so deep, so fast,
Yeah.
just
So they don't
nothing would
really
ever
can't
stay.
really try to find them.
No,
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't even know if people have ever tried to dive. I think it's just way too
Yeah.
dangerous.
That's what I
You would,
was thinking,
yeah.
but just curious.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to like dive through a garden hose. Like you would just get pushed every time you
Right.
try.
You'd have to like be so you'd have to like analyze the currents, probably like let's
Yeah.
go down here. So by the time
Yeah.
And there's something called
get
the
down.
Drake Shake, which is when everything is at its worst, and that is, I think they
Mm.
said 30% of the time, which is that's still more than
Great.
So like
Yeah.
odds
Is that the
are,
worst?
and you
I
have
mean,
to travel for 2 days, and let's say your
Right.
voyage starts on Monday. It may not start on Monday. Anyone that's
Yeah.
involved with the ship, they're looking at the weather 2 weeks in advance. And then as we get closer, it's a daily thing. And they may say, we have to leave a day earlier, we have to leave a day later. And, even if things look fine, things change.
Yeah.
And then what's the Drake Shake? And there's another one where it's calm waters. But, you probably will experience a little bit of both. So,
well,
Yeah.
I mean, even look at
guys,
the
wait.
Titan. I know the video still. Yeah, I
Yes.
know. I was gonna ask you about that, but I was gonna say, but even like when you think about the Titan submersible, when you're watching the documentary and how often they would have to cancel it due to
Mhm.
Yeah.
weather
Right.
and all of this stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if this area would be even worse for
Oh,
that.
well,
Yeah.
so we're going to watch a video right now. So I literally have
Okay.
the Drake
Okay.
Shake, as it's called, can be seen in numerous videos on YouTube, TikTok, and
Okay.
Instagram, and also Reddit. Reddit's where I got some of these. So I can give
Mhm.
you 2 videos. So the first one is on like a cruise ship. So if you are like, oh, Italy, France, ew, I've done that, and you want to go on a Antarctic
Cruise ships
cruise,
go through the Drake Passage.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's how that woman
Okay.
died. She was
Yeah.
in her room,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
watching Netflix, having a rest,
Oh my
and died.
gosh. Okay, that
Okay.
looks like fun for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how do
Oh,
I
also,
I'm surprised that none of the glasses or anything like that really move. They what do they have
Well,
on those
something
tables?
they have
Well,
they
like
have
there,
some
they have
yeah.
sticky
yeah.
mats. They have
Well, I
sticky
mean, they used
mats.
to. I know that when my grandfather was in the Navy, they had like, I don't think they had the mats, but they would have things around the edges so like things wouldn't fall off when they
Again,
were going
I
through rough
mention below
passages.
deck whenever I can, and everything in the kitchen has a lip
Mm.
so that
Yeah,
things roll, they
yeah,
hit the lip.
exactly. Yeah.
But they actually have like sticky mats on purpose.
Yeah.
So the second video, if you want to
Mhm.
watch, I don't know. I don't want to say
no.
like my
Oh,
worst
I've seen
nightmare.
this video.
We've all seen
Okay.
a video like this, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it
So
right
it is
now.
a massive research vessel, and also like military stuff and Coast Guard stuff. And oh my God, so it's going
Yeah.
headfirst into the
You
biggest
have to.
waves you've ever seen,
You have to.
and sometimes
Oh.
the boat dips so low at the right time when a giant wave is coming that the wave pretty much hits
Oh
the
my
bridge.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't recall, the bridge is that part near the middle back of the boat where all of the steering and
It looks
controls are.
like this ship is definitely designed
Yeah.
to take that a bit.
To
like
take it on, yeah.
Well, and if you
Right.
notice too, all the different holes to drain water
Yeah.
at the front, because like the water is gonna get on the boat for sure.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is
Oh my God. Well, you're
insane,
supposed to
though.
go into the waves, so they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
you
don't
want to
wanna
roll
roll.
over,
Oh.
if you want to roll,
No.
Go to your
go the
side.
other way.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh.
So we will
Uh,
find a way to link those as well. But again, you've seen one, you've seen them all. But if you haven't, this is a great, thing to see if maybe you want to go down the Drake Passage route, or maybe you want to stick to
Mhm.
like a riverboat cruise, which Viking does.
and it's like the Antarctic
Viking sponsors.
cruise ships that go through the Drake's Passage,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so really
Which
quick,
I've always wanted to go on. I would love to do. That is a cruise ship I would love to
funny
do.
story about
Yeah.
Viking cruise ship. So
Okay.
hi, Mom. Mom is an avid listener and watcher. So she had said that a dream of hers is to go on a Viking boat cruise ship. And
Mhm.
she's thinking more like
Mediterranean.
Amsterdam. No, she's thinking more like Northern Europe. Although, I mean, she wouldn't say
Okay,
no
yeah.
to a Mediterranean, but she's thinking more, I think, Europe, like Northern Europe. And,
Mhm.
like the massive rivers, nothing like this, like very
Mhm.
calm, very nice. And oh,
Mhm.
this is the phone delivery.
That's okay. It's fine. Keep going.
Okay. So that's kind of her goal. And I thought, I'm making like okay, I can survive money and I'm saving. I'm like, what if maybe in a couple of years I could save up and like we go. And obviously my husband would come. He would come
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
it'd be a trip for all of us and my mom. And like that would be amazing,
That
because
would be
we have
so fun.
family.
We could
We have family in the Netherlands still.
bring
Yeah.
our
Do you guys want to come too?
husbands
We'll all
and-
go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
So-
Group
Yeah.
trip.
So I thought,
Yay.
well, like, how much does this cost? I know it's not like a Cuba down south. I knew it was going to be expensive. So I go onto the website and I start to like build a trip because I just want to get a rough idea. And
Mhm.
oh yeah, it's expensive. I don't think it included airfare. So I'm like, all right, well now I kind of have a rough idea. So in a couple years, when I think I'm ready to start saving, I'll start saving. Now, my first mistake was somehow entering my information in, not my credit
Okay.
card info,
Uh-oh.
but my email for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
And somehow also my address. I blame that Google auto completes everything.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls from someone over in Europe. I don't even know which country. Being like, hi Megan, it's me Victoria from
Mhm.
Viking Cruise. I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa,
see
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
like
whoa.
Viking.
So
We're
I
gonna call you
don't.
forever now.
No, I mean they didn't. So they called twice, left voicemails. I think I was like, well, that was kind of funny, but no. And then I start getting now these brochures, little booklets. They come in the mail all the time, maybe like once every 2 months. There's no way to unsubscribe. Like I've looked, I don't know how to
Oh my
unsubscribe.
God.
I mean, you could, when next time I call, you could be like, hey, can you take me off your
Well,
list?
she hasn't called me, but now the books keep coming, and I'm like, you know what? If they want to mail these books from wherever the hell they're like
I
based,
know you're gonna be wasting
That's
your money for
fine.
a little while, but that's fine. One
Just-
day.
just the fact that
One day it'll hit you right, and you'll be like, you know what?
this is the time.
I'm gonna
It's
do
the
it.
time.
Mhm.
I just
One of
thought
my
it was
coworkers
hilarious that now I
went
just get this mail from Viking
Yeah.
Cruise Line. So I have all the
Yeah.
info if you want it.
Let's
I've
do
heard
it.
it's good. One of my coworkers, I think she did Viking Cruise like back in the spring, and so it was so
Recently.
good that she's already booked another one. So sounds like it's fun.
We're
I got-
next.
I
Yes.
forget what it is. I think recently I got like hit with an ad for like the largest cruise ships in the world or something like
Mhm.
that. Is it the Royal Caribbean? Yeah, the Royal Caribbean
Probably,
cruises. They
yeah.
have like the biggest ones. Like they're like basically you go on the ship and then there's just nonstop things to do. It's like here's a water park, here's some bumper cars, go for some drinks, go
We
to
covered
sightseeing.
this.
You can
River
like, go in
only.
the back.
We're not doing
Yeah,
ocean. We're
no
not doing
thanks.
Drake Passage.
I don't want to
But,
be
like-
in international waters with a ton of strangers.
Hell
Listen,
no.
this looks fun. It is
Oh my God,
literally
it
like
got you,
being,
although-
it's
They
like
got
being
you.
in
They
Vegas
Got you.
on a ship. Like
Also, Instagram ads worked on me because I bought tickets to a show and I'm going tomorrow.
amazing.
Oh,
What show?
what
It's
show?
called Paranormal Cirque.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
Come up. Yeah.
got
Okay.
me. And
Yeah.
this is like the Joyride candy all over again. I'm like, if you show it enough, I'm like, okay, fine, I'm interested. What is this? And it looks like it's like Cirque du Soleil, but creepy and burlesque. And I'm like, well, I like all of those
Ooh.
things. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Is Damien
take my
going with
money.
you?
oh yeah. He's like, what is it? I'm like, just we're going. it's fine.
We're going.
We're going.
It's cool.
And it was $10 to get better seats, so I fucking did that. Okay, they
why
got
not?
me. Thanks
Yeah,
a lot,
it
Paranormal
happens.
Cirque.
Marketing
happens.
works. Marketing
Yes.
people rejoice.
It makes me feel stupid whenever it works. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it
like,
really
I know
all-
what you've done.
it's just
but you know what?
psychology,
It's something
and-
you wanted. So they just found their target audience.
Well, it's kind
And
of
there
like
you go.
you put anything orangey and Halloweeny on a mug, and I'm like, ho 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 ho.
Yes. If you go to our coffee page,
Soon.
you'll see us with our new.
You know what?
mugs
No, by the
soon.
time this comes
By
out,
this
yes,
comes
I
out,
would
they
have
better
done
be
it.
on
By the
there.
time-
They
yeah,
will.
the mugs will be up
They
there.
will.
We
Yeah.
bought matching Halloween mugs.
We bought
No,
coffee
We didn't
cups.
buy. We didn't buy. We were going to buy, and then Lindsay
That's right. I
bought
them
them
for
all.
us.
Yes, she did.
Because some people's husbands that think they have a lot of mugs, so I'm like, I'll buy them.
And
That
then
way
some
they
people's
can't be mad
husbands
at you.
surprised other people
That's
and
right.
said,
I
"Oh
think,
no,
I think
more
they
mugs
all
are
want
okay."
us to have our coffee
Yeah.
mugs. They're just
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to like pace yourself. Do you really want this one? Because
Yeah,
there's
the
another
fact
one around the
that-
corner.
Which is
The
fair.
fact
I
that
have
his
too many.
reaction was, "Oh, we're gonna have to make more room on like the shelf." I'm like,
Okay,
That's right.
was not expecting that.
Yeah.
There was a really cute meme that I saw where it was like my mom and my dad got a divorce, and one of the
"Oh,
things.
yes, I
Yep.
know this one."
And one of the things that he always got after her, she had too many mugs, and he was
Mm.
annoyed. And then she met someone new. They fall in love. They get married, and this new
I
man
have heard
is
this.
building her a shelf for all of her mugs. So like that's
Yeah.
the difference.
She has like
Yeah.
it's like has a little
Frogs
cubby for each
the
mug.
little frog mugs.
I know.
Ugh,
I feel like
so cute.
Eric might say this about me, but he actually has a ton of shoes. Like,
And glasses,
Yeah.
apparently.
yeah, that
Yeah.
too. But the
Yeah.
shoes are the what's out of control. and
Yes.
There's
he'd
a lot
probably
of
be like,
shoes.
You should support
Uh,
my shoes. I'm like, I do.
His,
They're everywhere.
his recent Instagram post has been a new pair of shoes every day that he's wearing. I've noticed. So his
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
have to
been
go
a
and
lot
check
of
that out.
shoe-shaped boxes arriving at the door. But
Yeah.
he says he's under control.
okay.
He can stop anytime he wants.
Yeah, anytime he
can.
wants. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not an
we
addiction.
for this episode, it's not really related. We will all send to me a photo of a collection. It can be your own. It can be your husband's collection. And if you're listening and you have a collection of something that maybe is going past the point of what
Okay.
the average person would have, show us. I know some of you
Does
collect
underwear count?
I
Yes.
will also be selling a past collection of mine, the Beanie Babies.
Underwear?
Once they get back in, they're coming back at some point, guys.
Lindsay!
They're gonna make a comeback. That is my retirement. I
Okay,
will
that's
be
fair.
That's
selling
so
them.
sweet that you think that. I sold all of mine at a flea market, and I was like, "Get these things away!" I was so just done.
Oh,
I
I
was-
was
I
like, I make
was
my parents
crushed.
keep them.
I was
Have
crushed
you-
under
you
the
have
weight
a
of my Beanie
basement
Babies.
for a reason.
Have you
just
guys
save my Beanie
seen
Babies.
it's somebody did a reenactment of the Labubu talking to the Beanie Baby?
No.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you. It's
How
really
much do
funny.
people
But
pay
basically
for
he's
those,
like,
by the
"Yeah,
way?"
I used to be the thing too." He's like, "Then I'm in somebody's basement and no one ever
Wait.
plays with me anymore."
Wait, which
I've
Beanie
probably
Baby
heard
was it?
Labalus
I don't
are
know.
already like kind of on the way
out?
out.
Yeah,
So
well,
Beanie
because the
Babies at
problem
least
is
had-
that then they started making fake ones, and so then it brought down the cost of the regular ones, and it was like so hard to tell. There was like this big Labubu thing. I don't know what happened.
I'm
Anyways,
not-
same thing with
I'm
lab
not
diamonds.
judging. I just don't get it. When I was a
I
kid,
think they're cute because they're so ugly.
yeah.
I do think they're cute, but I would not spend $50
pay,
on
like-
one.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how much they were going for. I heard they were hard to find. I saw them. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah. I thought about my Beanie
Anyways.
Babies right away. I'm like,
Hey.
I know this is not gonna last.
we're
Yeah.
at 54
That's
minutes. We're
Okay,
let's
we'll
try to
call
give
it.
you guys a break.
We're also
so
rambling.
Well, that happens. So long
She's
story short,
screaming.
yeah, Cat's freaking out.
Aw.
So take a
wants her mom.
photo of your collection if you think that like you would get judged for it because it's a safe space, and
Mhm.
we will maybe like share that. And I'm curious to see what people
Yeah.
collect. Like I used to have shot
I know, I
glasses.
love
I
that.
left that behind. I have some still, but I used to have like
Mm.
1,000 shot glasses. Now it's mostly records
Yeah.
and mugs.
I worked with someone
and
once
pins.
who had like 300 of those like Funko Pop dolls. in the
So
little- in the
cool.
boxes.
I think I used to
Yeah,
have them.
it was
I
like
have one.
all behind him. I'm like, wow. Yeah.
Now, if you're like a
pretty cool.
YouTuber and that's your background, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is
okay. So other than that,
okay.
orcas are
Send it
cool.
to
Drake
us.
Passage is scary,
Scary,
and
but let's go.
write in about anything, literally anything. We love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening today. We loved having you. If you liked the episode, share with your friends, family, or anyone who would enjoy it. Also, take a moment to review our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Leaving us a like or comment really helps. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, please visit our coffee page at www.ko-fi.com/coastfiles. Email us at coastfilespod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at coastfilespod, or visit our website at www.coastfiles.com. You can find the sources for today's episode on our website. See you next week with a new episode.